Howdy Bobcats, welcome to this week's episode of The Sage.
This week we'll be looking into how people are feeling about National Pet Month,
Mr. Porter's and Mr. Menente's new classroom makeover,
the various teachers that are being honored this weekend,
and this year's Genius Project Symposium. I'm Chris Kathman.
I'm Riley Hull, and this is The Sage. What's poppin', Bobcats? I don't know about you, but I'm a bit stressed for the coming weeks of AP testing.
Same here, Riley, but one thing that never ceases to help me decompress is cute dogs.
Me too. I love playing with my dog, and I'll make sure to give him some extra pets this month for National Pets Month.
I didn't even know that was a thing, but Gavyn, Townsend, and Cooper Hancock sure did. Let's send it to them to tell us a bit more about this month of cuddles.
Bet you didn't know, but this month of May is National Pet Month.
We're here to interview people about their pets.
What's your pet's name?
Rex.
Rex.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's your favorite thing about your pet?
My favorite thing about my pet, Lexi, she's a miniature wiener dog, is that she's super caring and loving. She's the best to cuddle with and play with.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, I have 3 dogs.
And what's your best memory or most insane thing about your pet?
Probably the most insane memory is probably getting him the first time. He was crawling around the car and he fell twice.
Describe your pet to me.
He's pretty small. He's white. Looks like a dog because it is a dog.
Okay, so what type of pet do you have?
So we have an English bulldog. His name is Bentley.
And what are their names and give any information about them?
So my youngest is Max. The middle one, his name's Colby, and my oldest, his name is Elliot.
What's your favorite memory with Rex?
When I bought him. Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Oh, that was so cute. I love my dog.
Same. My dog is in dire need of a haircut for this summer though.
Speaking of getting a makeover, this past weekend, Mr. Menente and Mr. Porter's rooms got a tech-focused revamp.
Reporters Brady, Caskey, and James Stark have the story.
As we all know, classrooms across the nation have generally remained unchanged over the years, with rows and rows of students all looking at the front of the room with one teacher. But if you follow me over to Mr. Porter's classroom, one of 2 classrooms on campus that have recently been remodeled, you'll see that the entire layout has had a little bit of an update. This entire classroom was actually designed to promote a more interactive learning environment for students and has the goal of breaking the mold of the classic classroom.
Mr. Menente was chosen to represent the math department and get his room remodeled.
I think it's going to give me specifically a lot of new opportunities to do things in the classroom. They're designing this classroom with 4 walls, so all the walls around the classroom with interactive whiteboards, so students are going to have access to be writing on those whiteboards, saving their work in that way, and then we can shoot that work to another student so they can collaborate with each other. My goal is really just to use what they're giving me to further the understanding of the math concepts for my students. You know, I'm just going to, whatever space I'm in and whatever they're able to give me, I know we're going to be able to put it to good use to really help students learn.
After 2 days of classes in Mr. Porter's remodeled room, sophomore Grace Scudder noted some differences from her other classes.
It's a big change from my other classes, but in this classroom we can write on the desks and we can sit wherever we want in the classroom, so it's just a nice change. Well, he's not stuck in the corner at his desk anymore, so he's able to walk around and say hi to all the students rather than just sitting at his desk and teaching from there.
English teacher Mr. Porter believes that his new room will have an impact not only on how he teaches, but also on how students view learning.
Now that I have the capability, I think I'll do a lot more collaborative work, not just in groups, but also as a whole class. I'm hoping to use the monitors I have to allow students to display their own work. I think students get this idea that because they are in a desk with a seat, that they are sort of isolated in the classroom. This standardization makes students feel like they're standardized, that they're just one of many. Now with a little bit more variety, with something that is more catered to their comfort, it's a signal to them that we understand that it's not easy sitting in an uncomfortable desk for 6 hours a day, that we want you to feel comfortable in your learning environment. We should be focused on students learning and not teachers teaching. And I think there's a difference there.
Wow, that's so cool how they got a free makeover for their classrooms from Q.
I'm lucky enough to be in Mr. Porter's English class this try, and it's been a really cool experience to see the new setup.
And now, shifting from academics to athletics, Paige Zepeda has this week's sports.
What's up, Bobcats? I'm Paige Zepeda with sports. Starting off, volleyball has been in CIF. Last week, they played Torrey Pines in an elimination match where they won. After a close loss in the first set, they answered back with 3 straight wins, moving them on to East Lake over the weekend, where they took a win there as well, 3-1. Yesterday, they played Mount Carmel, winning the match. They play Mount Carmel again today at Mount Carmel. The win will move them on to the championships. Baseball just finished a league sweep of El Camino over the weekend. Pitchers in the series combined of a total of 32 strikeouts over 3 games. Ethan Sakata had 11 in their senior night Saturday, where they clinched the Avocado East League. They finished off the season today with Stephen Kolensky on the bump versus SDA. Monday proved to be a great day for tennis as well as they took home the Division II banner for CIF. Congratulations on the win and the successful season. Golf has been able to clinch the Avocado East last week, going 10-0 during the league. They now have 4 seed in the Division II at the playoffs. Finally, swim took home 3 medals from CIF finals at Del Norte over the weekend. Great job in your meets and tournaments this year. This wraps up sports. I'm Paige Zepeda, sending it back to the desk.
Thanks, Paige. Hey Chris, did you get something for Mother's Day yet? It's this coming weekend.
I have totally done that. On a completely unrelated note, where can I buy a thing of flowers?
Clearly you're ready for this weekend.
Yep, staff reporters Jenny Tucker and Harper Hughes were able to get an inside look on what it's like to be a mother from some of Sage Creek's teachers.
Mother's Day is just around the corner on this Sunday, May 12th, but it's not just parents who will be celebrating. Sage Creek has a plethora of staff members who are not just teachers, but also moms.
My favorite thing right now about being a mom is seeing my kids just love on each other. They're just the sweetest.
I love getting the snuggles and hugs from them. I love when they come home and they just rush to me and give me hugs.
My favorite thing about being a mom is probably the morning cuddles. Nothing makes me happier than hugging him and cuddling with him.
It's never a dull moment. They keep me on my toes. They, I feel like, keep me creative, and they make me laugh a lot.
My favorite thing is probably when they start talking and get to say things like I love you and thank you.
My favorite thing about being a mother is really like how I watch my kids grow and how proud I am to see the people that they've become.
But that aside, teachers and mothers work with a countless amount of young people that includes both their students and their kids. We talked to some of the mothers on our campus about how they deal with having so many kids both inside and outside of school grounds.
It's just when I cross the gates to get out of here, I shut here out.
For me, it's been being really intentional about when I go home, then that's time to spend at home as a mom with my kids.
I'm able to balance it just by being like structured and having like a good schedule, honestly. Life is crazy, it's busy, but it's so much better when it's busy and full.
With Mother's Day in only 4 days, we asked what their dream Mother's Day would look like.
I go to Disneyland every year. I love Disneyland, and it's just the coolest thing to see my 5-year-old's face light up when he sees Mickey Mouse and his favorite characters.
What would be really, really nice would be to get to sleep in. That would be amazing.
I want to sleep. I'm so tired. I haven't slept for 10 years. I want to just take a nap and then maybe go to the beach.
I just want time with the people I love. That's all.
Be sure to wish your mom a happy Mother's Day this Sunday. This has been Jenny Tucker and Harper Hughes reporting for The Sage.
Happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms on campus. I better start thinking of what to get my mom this Mother's Day.
Okay, it's the announcement that many of us have been waiting for since the forum 2 weeks ago. Last Friday, the Genius Project TAs handed out acceptance letters to some of our seniors.
Yes. In total, just under 60 showcases, spotlights, and speakers were chosen for this year's symposium.
First, let's find out the 6 MCs for this year's show. Bryant Kitisin created a friendly video announcement.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way.
Bobcats, I'm Mary Feldman.
And I'm Gray Hatter.
We are so excited to be your show hosts for this year's Genius Project Symposium.
Our curation team has picked the projects that show the most passion, challenge, and community impact.
Presenting the speakers for this year's Genius Project Symposium are your speaker hosts, Lexi Petty and Gavyn Goddard. Your 8 Genius Project Symposium speakers are Kylie Valenci, A Little Ray of Hope,
Chris Beauchamp, Daniel and Me,
Rose Peterson, Tech Talks with Teens, Aditya Bhatia, The Power of Inclusion,
Riley Hull, The Power of People,
Allison Del Grande, From Concept to Punchline,
Catherine Minen, I Say Tomato, You Say Tomato, What's the Big Deal? Carla Collini, My Reunited Family. Each of these students will give their TED Talks at the symposium.
Presenting the spotlights at the symposium are this year's spotlight hosts, Braden and Bonnie Brasher.
Your 6 Genius Project Symposium spotlights are
Kaylin Zablon, Painting It Back,
Lucas Gutierrez, School Car Show,
Tessa Grantham, Stereotypes Are Meant to Be Broken,
Sam Liu, Challenging the Roots of Communication,
Nicole Ewan, Summer, Science, and Kids, Oh My,
Avalon Greenberg Call, Heels and Slavery.
Each of these students will be honored with their own video feature airing at the symposium.
Here are our respected showcases that will be honored between shows.
The Genius Project Symposium will be held on June 8th in the PAC. There will be shows at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Look out for information on how to reserve tickets on Instagram and School Loop. We will be sending that out soon.
Good work to all of our seniors on their 2-year journeys. Let's send it back to the anchors.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you too.
Hello, Bobcats. I'm Mary Feldman.
And I'm Gray Hatter.
We are so excited to be your show hosts for this year's Genius Project Symposium.
Our curation team has picked the projects that show the most passion, challenge, and community impact.
Presenting the speakers for this year's Genius Project Symposium are your speaker hosts, Lexi Petty and Gavyn Goddard. Your 8 Genius Project Symposium speakers are Kylie Valenci, A Little Ray of Hope,
Chris Beauchamp, Daniel and Me,
Rose Peterson, Tech Talks with Teens, Aditya Bhatia, The Power of Inclusion,
Riley Hull, The Power of People,
Allison Del Grande, From Concept to Punchline,
Catherine Minen, I Say Tomato, You Say Tomato, What's the Big Deal? Carla Collini, My Reunited Family. Each of these students will give their TED Talks at the symposium.
Presenting the spotlights at the symposium are this year's spotlight hosts, Braden and Bonnie Brasher.
Your 6 Genius Project Symposium spotlights are
Kaylin Zablon, Painting It Back,
Lucas Gutierrez, School Car Show,
Tessa Grantham, Stereotypes Are Meant to Be Broken,
Sam Liu, Challenging the Roots of Communication,
Nicole Ewan, Summer, Science, and Kids, Oh My,
Avalon Greenberg Call, Heels and Slavery.
Each of these students will be honored with their own video feature airing at the symposium.
Here are our respected showcases that will be honored between shows.
The Genius Project Symposium will be held on June 8th in the PAC. There will be shows at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Look out for information on how to reserve tickets on Instagram and School Loop. We will be sending that out soon.
Good work to all of our seniors on their 2-year journeys. Let's send it back to the anchors.
Congrats to all those who will be a part of the event, including 3 of the stage's very own, Riley Hull, Chris Beauchamp, and Editor-in-Chief Kylie Valenci.
Thanks. I can't wait to be able to share my presentation at this year's symposium.
Well, Bobcats, that's all we have for you this week.
Make sure to head over to thesagenews.com for all the news stories.
Thanks so much for watching. This has been Riley Hull
and Chris Kathman reporting for
The Sage.